Lil Meech is a piece of shit. When Little Meech texts 50, man, what's going on, man? You know, I give you the shirt off my back, and Rick Ross, he's a 50 looked at this like, you just like my little punk ass son. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what it's like to have beef with 50 Cent?
Mm-hmm.
50 Cent is incredible with the beef, not just musically, with every day he was going viral. Yo, your mother, your wife. I'm like, oh my God, this guy here. Like, don't get beef with 50 Cent. All right, 50 don't do nothing but tear down black man. Look at it. He's nothing given. You've never seen 50 give nobody no flowers, no respect. He just play on people downfall. Diddy, Irv Gotti, Ja Rule, now Big Meech. You've never seen 50 say nothing positive, do nothing positive. He's a culture vulture.
Big Meech, the mastermind behind the notorious Black Mafia Family, has always been a larger-than-life figure. His empire built on millions of dollars and immense power. But now, his legacy is being tested, and the truth about his rise and fall is beginning to unravel. Recently, 50 Cent dropped a bombshell hinting at something shocking. Big Meech may have been involved in snitching, betraying those closest to him. The accusations are causing a storm on the internet, and the truth behind the claim could change everything.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family to come out to the Amarant Arena, February 13th.
Meech, along with his brother Terry Southwest T. Flenory, built the BMF empire into an empire that spanned multiple states, from Michigan to California, Florida to Louisiana. In the early 2000s, they controlled a vast drug operation, living the high life with luxury cars, private jets, and multi-million-dollar properties. They were at the top of the world until it all came crashing. Down in 2005, Meech was arrested, and the empire he built seemingly crumbled with him. But the real story was only just beginning.
Why you going with Roy? The truth is, when we did take that picture with Meech, I ain't gonna lie to you, there was a lot of people in my comments with rat emoji before 50 even said nothing.
What do you think his next move should be?
Well, he got a lot of things he can do, man. He might want to make a movie. Mm-hmm. He might want to do some different things where, you know, because I understand how important real.
In 2020, 50 Cent decided to bring the BMF story to life on the big screen with his BMF TV series. While 50 profited from the rise and fall of Meech, their relationship started to turn sour. 50 never. One to shy away from controversy, dropped hints that Meech was hiding a much darker secret. Accusations swirled that Big Meech wasn't just the kingpin everyone admired. He may have been working with informants all along. And that's when everything started to spiral.
Give me my time. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about.
Right.
They ain't telling nobody. Because if you're telling, you can't even look forward to going home.
It's going to be hell.
Where you going after you get out?
For one, this is a business relationship, right? They don't write stories and series on nobody's, right? So BMF is BMF, but not because of 50, it's because of Big Meech, right? That's his story, that's his life, right? So I don't think 50 doing them no favors. They both profited, right? It ain't just like it was a one-sided deal. We both made money together.
As 50's accusations went viral, the name Tammy Cowens emerged as the key to unlocking the truth. Tammy wasn't just any business associate to Meech. She was a government informant, someone who'd been working with the feds for years. Tammy's role in Meech's empire goes deeper than anyone could have imagined. While Meech was locked up, she was allegedly running his business from the outside.
You took a picture with Rick Ross. Put your back against the wall and just slide down.
BMF Immortal, and it's cool. Like, sometimes we switch perspectives, so it's from a law enforcement perspective.
Oh, wow.
Instead of it being from the, you know, the actual hustler side, of the aspirational side. You know how often someone gets in trouble.
Blue's involvement in the saga is key. Once thought of as a trusted ally, Blue was one of the few who managed to avoid being swept up in the major arrests of the BMF crew. But the question remained, was it because of luck, or had Blue been cooperating with the feds? Allegedly, Blue attempted to strike a deal, giving the government information in exchange for leniency. While Blue never fully cooperated, insiders claim he confirmed details the feds already had, leaving people questioning his loyalty. Was he in it to protect himself, or was there something even darker happening?
Nothing else works for him outside of mentioning me. When things get bad, you mention me. It gets covered further. I get covered across the board. They get covered on the hip-hop blogs. It is what it is. And you watch, because I have nothing else to say. You'll just see it happen periodically as it goes. You know, you see that big white elephant, that property he lives at? It costs more than the nightclubs. He's in the nightclubs.
In, Cuffy began to realize he had been set up. He claims that Meech, in order to protect himself, used him as a pawn in a much larger game. Cuffy was sentenced to 27 years in prison, and when he learned of his betrayal, he didn't stay quiet. He accused Meech of orchestrating his downfall, of setting him up to take the heat while Meech avoided major charges. And things only get messier from there. Keith Cromer, a DEA agent investigating BMF, finds himself in the middle of a scandal that complicates everything. Tammy wasn't just working as an informant.
This is the gentleman's side of Meech, right? Yep. The plane lands Friday night. It's like 12 midnight. Alex calls me. He's like, yo, Chris, Meech needs the biggest suite in Cancun. I'm like, I ain't no travel agent. He's like, no. When I landed, they told me that you got the presidential suite at the Crow. I'm like, are you crazy? Like, I love Meech, but I'm not giving him my room. I'm like, yo, man, I'm not giving him my room. He's like, he'll give you $60,000 right now.
She was allegedly in a romantic relationship with Cromer. This affair didn't just complicate the investigation, it compromised the entire operation. The trust between the agents and the informants was shattered, and the feds began questioning whether their own team was working its own angles. By 2014, Cuffy had had enough. He requested a Franks hearing, a legal move that allowed him to question his accusers. The goal was to get answers about who had turned on him, who had set him up,
I was paying $3,000 a night. He had that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But here's the gentleman's side of me. I switched to another suite. I get a phone call. I'm like, yo, what's up? Who's this? He's like, yo, is this Chris Latimer? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, we up in the presidential suite. I got some messages from you. I'm like, all right, cool, man. Tell me what they are. And I'm like, yo, brother, man, thanks a lot, man. Yo, tell Meech, good looking out, man. He's like, Chris, it is Meech.
And why? Cuffy's daughter, Tamara Gatling, even went public, asking whether Big Meech had worked out a deal with the feds to reduce his sentence by using Cuffy as a pawn. The shocking truth? According to court documents, Meech had been working with the government to save himself. And that wasn't all. Tammy, the woman who had been so closely tied to Meech, had played a
50 don't do nothing but tear down black man. Look at it. He's nothing given. You've never seen 50 give nobody no flowers, no respect. He just play on people downfall. Diddy, Irv Gotti, Ja Rule, now Big Meech. You've never seen 50 say nothing positive, do nothing positive. He's a culture vulture to me.
Bully.
For one, this is a business relationship, right? They don't write stories and series on nobodies, right? So BMF is BMF, but not because of 50, it's because of Big Meech.
Major role in making sure the truth never saw the light of day. Now, as more revelations about Tammy's actions emerge, questions begin to surface. Was she acting on her own, or was Meech pulling the strings from behind bars? How much control did Meech really have over the situation? Some insiders believe that Tammy wasn't just a loyal informant, she was running the game on both sides. Using her connections to ensure that Meech would come out on top, Meech's role in this remains unclear, but as more comes to light...
You mentioned Meech. Have you spoken to Meech at all?
I had a text message conversation back and forth with him because he's in the halfway house.
Mm-hmm. So. What do you think his next move should be?
Well, he got a lot of things he can do, man. He might want to make a movie. Mm-hmm. He might want to do some different things where, because I understand how important real is to our culture, right? But when you develop in television, it's to find the best possible story you can find and then make up some things. You got to make up things because your life would intersect with Charlamagne's life, so I immediately get the lawsuit when we get over there. This would, you understand what I'm saying? So you got to change things around a little bit, and then that's the